Should you play BattleBit Remastered? BattleBit is basically indie low-poly Battlefield with up to 254 players and a ton of chaos. It's a game that feels complete and runs smoothly, and you get to enjoy the senseless first-person mayhem without any of its associated sweatiness. Initially, I was pretty hesitant since the graphics weren't my thing, but here I am over 30 hours of gameplay later. Thing is, BattleBit captures the magic of casual fun. At its very core, it is a good FPS game. Movement is great, and you can easily climb or vault over stuff, making urban combat flanks and parkour in general feel smooth. Buildings can be breached into or outright destroyed. And when I say destroyed, I do mean it. Not just the walls, but the entire structure comes tumbling down. Combat itself feels great with the variety of weapons and equipment available. The maps are large and there are a ton of vehicles to get around, from ATVs to helis and even tanks. The best part has to be proximity chat with other players, which lends to fun interactions for everyone. Riding in a Black Hawk as your pilot blasts its fortunate son during takeoff happens so often, I now get surprised when I don't hear it. Players on their mics will often make funny death sounds when they get down, like moaning in pain or yelling for medical aid or shouting "fuck you" because I shot them. That wasn't nice. Don't do that. And sneaky players might find themselves whispering sweet nothings to that camping sniper before ending them rightly with their gun. And yes, with VoIP, there are bound to be a couple of bad apples, but when everyone else is just out to have some fun, the positive experiences far outnumber the bad ones. There are a couple of cool neat features too, like dragging fallen players around, friendly or not for whatever intents and purposes, fast rappelling from a chopper into the objective or to your death, flying a drone with C4 attached and blowing it up to send your enemies flying instead, customizing your gun, loadout, and player model to your liking to best fit your preferences and playstyle, and above all, this game is only $15. The only things that I can think of that are bad are the lack of weapon variety for the assault and support classes, and the resulting drought that appears because of the game's natural progression system. As one gains more and more player levels, the amount of EXP required to level up also increases. It does mean that if there is a specific weapon you want to use, you might take a while to get there. On top of that, the way a player unlocks attachments for their weapons is by getting kills with said weapon. I personally don't mind it, but some players may feel deterred from using new weapons when old reliable already has everything. That being said, each class has their own unique gear and equipment that still makes for a fun, diverse experience. I personally enjoy Assault because of the Sledgehammer. Want to breach across an entire complex? Sledgehammer. Want to take out your enemies and make them feel embarrassment? Sledgehammer. But there's also cool stuff like the grappling hook that lets you set a vertical line for getting to higher places, opening up new avenues of attack. And yes, the game has one DLC, but it's only cosmetic and purely if you want to show the devs some more support. At the end of the day, BattleBit is a fun game. And though I'm not really sure that boils down to the arcadey gameplay, proximity chat, or having 127 players per team, I've been having a great time with it. And if you ask me, give it a try yourself. And of course, everything is better with friends.